Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs and is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Colts coming up next.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis, we are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on town, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. The return man, Wilson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And in some ways, he's awfully fortunate to get another shot right here in these playoffs because he wasn't particularly sharp in the wild card victory. The ball ended up in the hands of the opponents a few too many times when he threw it. It goes without saying in this one, cannot give the ball away. If he does, the road's going to end right here for him and his team.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And here's Rodgers on the return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
For a guy still in his 2nd year in the NFL, this is obviously a big spot for him to try and fill. Able to engineer the victory in the wild card round last weekend. That's got to give him confidence, and it's got to elevate the confidence of his teammates as well. But as he said after the win, things are only going to get tougher from there. He understands the situation he's in. He understands what's ahead of him in this one. And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. It's a gain of 35.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Off play action, Richardson. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Taylor. will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Achane on the counter. Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 and now on first down. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one, they were just unable to complete the pass.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Here's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Tua going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Richardson working from the gun. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, here's Richardson. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's fourth down.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well.
Now Hill to return it.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and 10.
Right at the 30.
Hand off to Achane to begin the drive.
Fighting through, he's got space. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 4. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Richardson looking to throw this. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Miami set to take over. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Stiff-armed him. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Gets past one man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 2nd and 11. Now Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Tua sets up to pass it. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Achane. And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And Richardson back to throw it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs matching up against the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got one half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Richardson looking to throw.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Looking to pass. Tua. Caught. It's Wilson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Again, it's Achane.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Better ball security, but not much else to shoot for. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle
from 19 yards away.
And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead.
Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. For the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. He'll drop this down to Taylor. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. From the shotgun, Richardson. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Down the right sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
And this returnable for Hill.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Colts coming out now. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home was a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
At the 30-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a yard. Here's Richardson to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43.
Richardson, a short one there, caught by Granson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Richardson. Quick slant caught by Pierce.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to the air with Richardson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. They go play action with Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
A 2-yard loss brings up
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Achane here. They stay on the ground.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll give this to Achane.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Running left, Achane.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This is Achane.
They find some open field here.
84 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation to maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.